Where were you? Roll over, roll over. We all have friends. Some are fun to be with, some are naughty, and some are mischievous. Likewise, in the roll over rhyme, there is a little mischievous boy. Let us see what mischief he has been up to. There were 5 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over, and one fell down. There were 4 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over, and one fell down. There were 3 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over, and one fell down. There were 2 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over, and one fell down. There was 1 in the bed, and the little one said, good night. Did you notice the mischief played by the little one? Now, let us do an activity. Here are few words: red, right, tall, tree, alive, sand, food, bell, brown, more. Let us find the rhyming words, that is the words having similar ending sounds for these words in the rhyme roll over, roll over. Let us begin. Red, bed. Right, night. Tall, all. Tree, 3. Alive, 5. Sand, and. Food, good. Bell, fell. Brown, down. More, 4. It was fun finding the rhyming words. Where were you? In the garden. We like playing in the garden with our friend. Similarly, in the given picture, there are children playing in the garden. Based on the picture, we shall answer the given questions. There are children in the garden. Count them. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 boys in the garden. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girls in the garden. Write their names: Jay, Sanjay, Irfan, Mahesh. Reshma, Sona, Mona, Eva, Sunita, Geeta. Where is Mahesh? Mahesh is on the seesaw. Where are Sona and Mona? Sona and Mona are on the swings. Are Jay and Sanjay on the seesaw? No, Jay and Sanjay are not on the seesaw. Is Nirav behind the tree? No, Sanjay is behind the tree. Who is on the slide? Reshma is on the slide. Who are skipping? Sunita, Eva, and Geeta are skipping. What is Reshma doing? Reshma is sliding. What are Sunita and Geeta doing? Sunita and Geeta are skipping. Do you know why we use the words is and are while answering? is and are belong to the verb to be. That is, these verbs represent an action or an event which is happening in the present time. This present time is known as the simple present tense. We use the verb is with he, she, it, and naming words that stand for one. For example, Reshma is on the slide. She is on the seesaw. He is behind the tree. It is a playground. We use the verb are with we, they, and naming words that stand for many. We always use are with you. Are is also used after two or more nouns which are joined with and. For example, you are in the classroom. We are in the garden. They are skipping. Sona and Mona are on the swings. Besides the verb is and are, the word am also belongs to the verb to be. Am is used only with I. For example, I am playing in the garden. Wow! Today we have learnt the simple present tense and its verbs is, am, and are. Where were you? In the classroom. Let us read the following conversation. Teacher: Ramesh, give me your sharpener, please. Ramesh: Here it is, ma'am. Teacher: Thank you. Put it on the table. Ela: Jayant, put your eraser on the table. Jayant: Oh, sure. Ela: Thank you. Daxa: Give me your sketch pen, Divya. Divya: I do not have a sketch pen. Sorry. Daxa: Okay, give me your hairpin. Divya: Here it is. Try to create more conversation similar to the one we just read by changing the things asked for. You may ask for things like scale, pencil, book, etc. Where were you? On the table. Hey, there are so many things on the table. Come, let us play an interesting game by making use of these things. This game is called the memory game. 1. Apple. 2. English textbook. 3. Frog. 4. Plant. 5. Scale. 6. Sharpener. 7. Spectacles. 8. Water bottle. Now tell me, where is Manav's spectacles? It is at number 7. Where is the apple? Yes, it is at number 1. Where is Paresh's scale? It is at number 5. Where is the English textbook? It is at number 2. Wow! You identified the things correctly. Now, I'm going to cover these things to test your memory. Now tell me, where is Seema's sharpener? It is at number 6. Right. Where is the English textbook? It is at number 4. Wrong. It is at number 2. Where is Mayuri's water bottle? It is at number 8. Wow, that was great. Now I'm going to remove these things from the table to make this game a little more difficult. Now let us see how much you remember. Where was the frog? It was at number 3. Where was the water bottle? It was at number 8. Okay, now tell me, where was the plant? It was at number 4. Very good. You remember the things well. Have you noticed, while playing this game first, we used the verb is, and later we used the verb was. Similar to the verb is, the verb was also belongs to the verb to be. It is used with he, she, it, and also for the naming words that stand for one. But the verb is shows the present time, while the verb was shows the earlier time, that is the past time. So when we are talking about the things while they were on the table, we use the verb is. And when we were talking about the things after removing them from the table, we used the verb was. Thus today, by playing the memory game, we have not only sharpened our memory but also learnt the use of the verb was. Where were you? Class attendance. Rajesh, Priya, Geeta, Kamal, Mayuri, Khushi and Jayant are students of class 6. Some of them were absent last week. The teacher has drawn their attendance record on the board and written a few questions based on the record below it. Let us have a look at their attendance record and answer their questions. Who was absent on Monday? Geeta was absent on Monday. Who were absent on Tuesday? Priya and Kamal were absent on Tuesday. Who was absent on Wednesday? No one was absent on Wednesday. Who were absent on Thursday? Rajesh, Priya and Khushi were absent on Thursday. Was Kamal present on Friday? Yes, he was present on Friday. Were all the students present on Saturday? Yes, all the students were present on Saturday. Wow, all the answers are right. Through earlier topics, we are already familiar with the verbs is, am, are, and was. Now we shall learn to use the verb were. Similar to the verb was, the verb were represents the earlier time, that is the past time. It is used with we, they, you, and more than one noun. Look at these sentences. We have used was for one student, and we have used were for more than one student. Today, by answering the questions based on the attendance record, we have learned to use the verb were. Now we can use the to be verbs is, am, are, was, and were while framing sentences. Where were you? Match the blocks. In the blocks, sentences are broken down and have got jumbled. Let us match the words in the 3 blocks as per sentences given below. Het was at the circus last night. Het at the circus last night. Dr. Shah was in a meeting last week. Dr. Shah in a meeting last week. Jasmine and Chameli were in the hospital on Monday. Jasmine and Chameli in the hospital on Monday. Vandana was at the post office today morning. Vandana at the post office today morning. Bharti and Kalpesh were at Mahendra's office today morning. Bharti and Kalpesh at Mahendra's office today morning. Mrs. Vaghela was on her farm last Sunday. Mrs. Vaghela on her farm last Sunday. Vandana was on her farm yesterday. Vandana on her farm yesterday. Dr. Shah was in the hospital today morning. Dr. Shah in the hospital today morning. Now let us do the reverse of what we just did. Confused, right? Let me help you. In the above activity, we match the blocks as per the sentences given below. Now we shall frame the sentence by matching the blocks. For example, let us first match the different blocks in the 3 columns. Mrs. Vaghela in a meeting today morning. We shall now frame a sentence. Mrs. Vaghela was in a meeting today morning. Now do the same for the remaining. First match the blocks and then frame the sentence. But don't forget to make correct use of the verbs was and were while framing the sentences. Vandana in the hospital on Monday. Vandana was in the hospital on Monday. Jasmine and Chameli at the circus last Sunday. Jasmine and Chameli were at the circus last Sunday. Bharti and Kalpesh at Mahendra's office last night. Bharti and Kalpesh were at Mahendra's office last night. Similarly, you can frame many more sentences by mismatching the blocks. Where were you? Where were you yesterday? The teacher has given Madhav an activity to inquire with his friends where they were yesterday at different timings and write the detail in the given table and later frame few sentences from the detail filled in the table. Let us have a look at Madhav while doing this activity. Hey, look! Madhav has met his friend Pallav. Let us listen to their conversation. Where were you at 7 in the morning? I was in the dairy at 7 in the morning. Where were you at 9 a.m.? I was in the garden at 9 a.m. Where were you at 3:30 in the afternoon? I was at home at 3:30 in the afternoon. Where were you at 5 p.m.? I was in the market at 5 p.m. Where were you at 7 in the evening? I was at Ruchi's house at 7 in the evening. Similarly, Madhav meets his other friends, Alap, Sanjay, Reena, and Sahil, and filled in their detail in this table. Now, Madhav has to frame the sentences about his friends from the detail written in the table. Let us help Madhav in framing the sentences. Pallav in the garden. To complete this sentence, Madhav needs to use a verb. Can you guess an appropriate verb that Madhav can use to complete the given sentence? Yes, you are right. The verb was is the correct verb because Madhav is asking his friend about yesterday's activities. And the verb was reflects the task done in the past time. Now, let us complete the sentence. Pallav was in the garden at 9 a.m. With the help of this example, Madhav can now frame more sentences from the table. Reena in the office. Reena was in the office at 9 a.m. Alap at home. Alap was at home at 7 in the evening. Sanjay at school. Sanjay was at school at 3:30 in the afternoon. Sahil in the park. Sahil was in the park at 7 in the morning. Very good, Madhav. All the sentences are correct. Just like Madhav, you too can collect information about your family and friends and fill in their detail in a similar table and later frame sentences using the verb was. Where were you? In the playground. We all love to play different games with our friends, like football, run and catch, badminton, tip-cat, cricket, skipping, etc. Similarly, this is a picture of the students of class 6 who were playing hide and seek on the school playground during their break. The teacher is curious to know where they all were hiding and asks each one of them where they were hiding. With the help of their answer, let us find them in this picture. Teacher: Where were you, Menka? Menka: I was under the last bench. Teacher: Where were you, Ankit? Ankit: I was behind the neem tree. Teacher: Where were you, Kalpit? Kalpit: I was in the principal's office. Teacher: Where were you, Ragini? Ragini: I was near the water tank. Teacher: Where were you, Manav? Manav: I was in the class 7. Wow! The students indeed had a lot of fun in playing hide and seek. Let us take a look at the places where the students hid. Under the last bench, behind the neem tree, in the principal's office, near the water tank, in the class 7. Do you remember the words under, behind, in, and near? Yes, these words are prepositions. Today we shall learn more about the prepositions. Look at these pictures. Tell me, where is the ball? On the table. In the front of the table? Beside the table? Under the table? Behind the table? The words on, in front of, show the relation between the ball and the table. Such words that show the relation between words or a noun and pronoun are called prepositions. The word pre means before. So a preposition always comes before a noun or a pronoun. The noun or pronoun that follows is called the object. Some prepositions do show direction: towards, into, through. He rushed towards the door. The rat ran into the hole. The cold winds blew through the house. Some prepositions show position: near, between, upon. The friends sat near each other. The ring fell between the chairs. He was sitting upon the wall. Some prepositions show time: by, at, on. The parade passed by my house. Her plane landed at 4 a.m. He was on time, as usual. Through this activity, we not only find the different hiding places of the student, but also learned more about prepositions. Where were you? It was a cold day. We go to school daily, but sometimes, due to some reasons, we stay at home. But have you ever noticed your teachers? They come to school every day, no matter how bad the situation around them is. They never stay at home. Today we shall listen to a story about such a dedicated teacher, Mr. Joshi. Mr. Joshi comes to school daily. But last year, there was one really bad day. It was Monday. Usually, there are about 25 students in my class. But that day, there were only 5 students. It was really cold. It was raining a lot. The sky was full of big and black clouds. It was dark and grey outside. There was no sunshine. I think the students were not at school because they were sick due to the cold. They were at home. Maybe they were in bed. Mr. Joshi is our teacher. He is always at school. He is never at home on a Monday. Last Monday was no different. As always, he was in school. Even after it being so cold, he was not in bed. He was in the classroom and he was cold. He was not in warm clothes. In fact, all the students were cold. It was freezing everywhere. The school was like a refrigerator. Our room was like a freezer. And poor Mr. Joshi was like ice. The small class was cold and cold. It was raining heavily. I left the school early because I was feeling frosty. After raining the whole day, the rain finally stopped at night. Next day, the sun was shining and there were no clouds in the sky. So everything was okay. The weather was pleasant and warm than Monday. Again, there were 25 students in my class and not only 5. But where was Mr. Joshi? He was not there. He was at home, sick in bed. It was really a bad and cold Monday. But the next day was so pleasant and beautiful. Did you notice something in the story? Yes, the verb was and were are used here. We have learnt these verbs in earlier. Now let us have some fun with these verbs. Let us find the verb was in the story and see the words used with was. 1. It, Monday, he, school, room, Mr. Joshi, class, sun, everything. All these words stand for one. Again, let us find the verb were in the story and see the words used with were. 5 students, students, they. All these words stand for many. Hey, look here. Some words of the story are dancing. Oh, these are hard words. Let us find their meaning. Cold. It means cool, wintry. Dark and grey. It means clouded, sunless, blackish. Sunshine. It means sunlight, daylight, light of day. Sick. It means ill, unhealthy, weak. Freezing. It means frosty, icy. Look at these sentences. Some of their words are missing. Let us find these missing words from the story and complete the sentences. The weather was dash and rainy. The weather was cold and rainy. It was dark and dash. It was dark and grey outside. Many students were not at the dash. Many students were not at the school. There was no dash. There was no sunshine. Lots of students dash sick at home. Lots of students were sick at home. Mr. Joshi was at home dash. Mr. Joshi was at home sick in bed. The dash was like a freezer. The room was like a freezer. The school was like dash. The school was like a refrigerator. The dash stopped at night. The rain stopped at night. Mr. Joshi was dash next day. Mr. Joshi was at home the next day. Now let us see whether the following sentences are true or false. There were 5 students in the class that Monday. True. It was warm on Monday. False. Mr. Joshi was present that Monday. True. Mr. Joshi was at school the next day. False. Mr. Joshi and students felt cold the next day. False. Where were you? Archana's diary. Archana likes to keep a diary and updates it daily. But due to a busy week, she has forgotten to write in her diary and now does not remember the things she had done during the week. Archana now takes the help of her mother to fill in the missing details in the diary. Let us hear their conversation. Mummy, please tell me, where were we last Sunday? We were on the farm. Oh, yes. What was the name of that big tree? Big tree? One near the well? Yes, that was an avla tree. Okay. Where was I on Friday afternoon? On Friday, what was the date? It was the 11th of this month. We were in the Doodh Sagar dairy. And Mummy on the 12th? You and your friends were at the library. Oh yes, I remember now. I was there with my friends. And on the 10th of this month? On the 10th of this month, you were at the doctor's clinic. Yes, but I will not write that. Why not, beta? No, it was a bad experience. But it was a real experience. So please do write it. Based on the dialogues between Archana and her mother, let us answer some questions and fill the empty places of the table. Where was Archana last Sunday? Archana was on the farm last Sunday. Yes, you are right. When was Archana in the library? Archana was in the library on the 12th of this month. Correct. Where and with whom was Archana on the 10th of this month? Archana was at the doctor's clinic with her mother and father on the 10th of this month. When and with whom did Archana visit the Doodh Sagar dairy? Archana, along with her friends, had visited the Doodh Sagar dairy on the 11th of this month. Now that we have completed the table, let us frame few sentences on Archana's diary. In order to frame the sentences, we first need to rearrange the columns. That is, the first column will be people column, then place, and then time column. Archana, on the farm, last Sunday. Archana was on the farm last Sunday. Archana in the library on the 12th of this month. Archana was in the library on the 12th of this month. Archana at the doctor's clinic on 10th of this month. Archana was at the doctor's clinic on the 10th of this month. Archana at the Doodh Sagar dairy on 11th of this month. Archana was at the Doodh Sagar dairy on 11th of this month. Where were you? Fill in the blanks. From the earlier topics, we are familiar with the verbs is, am, are, was, and were. Now we shall do an activity on these verbs. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate verbs from the bracket. Today dash Saturday. Today is Saturday. Yesterday dash Friday. Yesterday was Friday. This year I dash in class 6. This year I am in class 6. Last year I dash in class 5. Last year I was in class 5. This week we dash in school. This week we are in school. Last week we dash in park. Last week we were in the park. My friends dash here today. My friends are here today. They dash not here yesterday. They were not here yesterday. Very good. Now you are well versed with the verbs am, is, was, were, and are. Where were you? My family's birth detail. In the earlier activity, where were you yesterday? Madhav was given an activity to fill the detail of his friends. describing the places where they were a day before. Today, he has to do another activity. This time, the teacher has told Madhav to fill the birth detail of his family members along with their name in the table and answer the questions based on it. Let us take a look at the details filled by Madhav in the table. Madhav's father, Mukesh Bhai, was born on 23rd of August 1978 in Gandhinagar. Madhav's mother, Sushila Ben, was born on 21st of May 1980 in Vadodara. Madhav's sister, Rita, was born on 18th February 2008 in Ahmedabad. Madhav's brother Kalpit was born on 5th September 2005 in Ahmedabad. Madhav was born on 10th of November 2002 in Rajkot. With the help of this table, let us assist Madhav in answering the below questions. What is your father's birthplace? My father's birthplace is Gandhinagar. What is your mother's birth date? My mother's birth date is 21st May 1980. What was the age of your father in 2008? My father was 30 years old in 2008. Where was your sister born? My sister was born in Ahmedabad. What is your brother's birth date? My brother's birth date is 5th September 2005. Hey, look here! Madhav has compared his family's birth detail with his friend's family birth detail and framed few sentences who have same birth date or birthplace. Let us have a look at the sentences. My father and Sudha's father were born on the same date. Rita and Kalpit were born at the same place. Did you notice? While framing the sentences, Madhav has merged the two sentences into one sentence. Look at this sentence. My father and Sudha's father were born on the same date. It is framed by merging the two sentences, which are: my father was born on 23rd August. Sudha's father was born on 23rd August. Similarly, the sentence Rita and Kalpit were born at the same place is framed by merging the sentences. Rita was born in Ahmedabad and Kalpit was born in Ahmedabad. Here are some sentences given below. Let us merge them as the earlier sentences. Rahul's mother was born in Vadodara. Jaya's mother was born in Vadodara. The sentence formed after merging these two sentences is: Rahul's mother and Jaya's mother were born at the same place. Meena's sister's name is Rita. Shubham's sister's name is Rita. The sentence formed after merging these two sentences is: Meena's sister's name and Shubham's sister's name are the same. Where were you? Fill in the blocks. Hey, look at this admission form. You must have seen your parents filling these types of forms. there are so many small blocks in this form, besides the student name, mother's name, father's name, etc. Similarly, here are some blocks, and there are sentences to be filled in these blocks. Let us learn how to fill these sentences in the blocks. Remember, we fill only one letter in one block, and punctuation marks such as comma, full stop, question mark are also to be filled in a separate block. Similarly, we leave one block empty to show the space between two words. Let us fill the first sentence in the blocks given below. For example, hello, 108 service. How can I help you? HELLO, comma, space, 108, space, SERVICE, full stop, space, HOW, space, CAN, space, I, space, HELP, space, YOU, question mark. Similarly, let us fill the following sentences also. An accident here at the National Highway number 8. AN space ACCIDENT space HERE, full stop, space, AT space THE, space, NATIONAL, space, HIGHWAY, space, NUMBER, space, 8, full stop. Okay, we are sending the ambulance right away. OKAY, full stop, space, OKAY, full stop, space, WE, space, ARE, space, SENDING, space, THE, space, AMBULANCE, space, RIGHT, space, AWAY, full stop. Thank you. Please make it fast. THANK, space, YOU, full stop, space, PLEASE, space, MAKE, space, IT, space, FAST, full stop. Yes, sure. Is this your cell number? YES, comma, space, SURE, full stop, space, IS, space, THIS, space, YOUR, space, CELL, space, NUMBER, question mark. Yes, it is my number. My brother is injured. YES, comma, space, IT, space, IS, space, M-Y space N-U-M-B-E-R full stop M-Y space B-R-O-T-H-E-R space I-S space I-N-J-U-R-E-D full stop. What is the blood group of your brother? W-H-A-T space I-S space T-H-E space B-L-O-O-D space G-R-O-U-P space O-F space Y-O-U-R space B-R-O-T-H-E-R question mark. It is O positive. I-T space I-S space O plus full stop. Okay, sir. The ambulance is on the way. You will get calls from us. Please stay in touch with us. O-K-A-Y, comma, space. S-I-R, full stop, space. T-H-E, space. A-M-B-U-L-A-N-C-E, space. I-S, space. O-N, space. T-H-E, space. W-A-Y, full stop, space. Y-O-U, space. W-I-L-L, space. G-E-T, space. C-A-L-L-S, space. F-R-O-M, space. U-S, full stop, space. P-L-E-A-S-E, space. S-T-A-Y, space. I-N, space. T-O-U-C-H, space. W-I-T-H, space. U-S, full stop. I will thank you. I, space. W-I-L-L, full stop, space. T-H-A-N-K, space. Y-O-U, full stop. Where were you? My project. The teacher has assigned the children of Standard 6 a project to collect information on few of the great Indian personalities who, by their works and good deeds, have made India proud. Khushi, a student of Standard 6, has completed the project. Come, let us read it. Gandhiji. Gandhiji was born at Porbandar. He was a freedom fighter. He is known as the father of the nation. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was born at Nadiyad in Gujarat. He was the first Deputy Prime Minister of India. He is called the Iron Man of India. Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was a great poet. He wrote the national anthem Jana Gana Mana. He received the Nobel Prize for his poem in Geetanjali. Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru was the first Prime Minister of India. His birthday is celebrated as the Children's Day. Children affectionately called him Chacha Nehru. APJ Abdul Kalam. APJ Abdul Kalam was a great scientist. He was the President of India. He has received several awards such as Bharat Ratna, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, and many more. Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi was the daughter of Jawaharlal Nehru. She was the Prime Minister of India. She was born in New Delhi. Khushi has made a very nice project. Collect more such pictures of the great Indian personalities and write few lines on them.